I stay with you and move on to the next question around the page experience update, because you touched on it, and then I'll see if Lyat or Sonia want to add anything. But so the page experience update is on its way. I think it was scheduled for May, wasn't it? And it's been pushed back a bit until June or July. I guess it's a really interesting area of SEO because we're seeing website and, as you said, user experience and the journey once a user's on the site becoming much more interlinked with SEO generally. And so the disciplines of design and development and user experience and SEO and content are all kind of becoming more and more intermixed. And I think to do SEO well and competitively, I guess user experience is now a really critical part of getting that right, and good development too, good web development that's fast and considers speed. Aaron, do you want to talk maybe a bit more? Because I'm sure this has been kind of high on your list of priorities over the last few months, I imagine, kind of prepping for it at least. But tell us a bit more about it and kind of how you perceive the changes that are on the way.
Yeah, so I think essentially, I think it's nothing new. I think it just kind of packaged it in a much easier to digest way, which I think is great. It's great for us as SEOs because obviously it's a lot easier to explain to like a stakeholder. Before we'd have to explain like, the speed bit separately and the UX bit separately. And they would say, well, that's UX's job. And for me, obviously SEO, a website is inherently an SEO product in essence. Like, it's on Google. If it goes off Google, then you don't have a website, you don't have a business anymore. So I think, at a really simple level, SEO is the website, it's online, it's the experience. So whatever happens on that website, good or bad to me, is part of SEO. So the page experience update is looking like, July, August, no one's 100% sure. I think the key thing to obviously remember to know is that it's based on actual crux data, what they call crux data. So it's collecting data on every user that's using Chrome on your customer end, rather than kind of a hypothetical lab data, which they typically use. So you've got to be kind of ready for it a month ahead of when you think it might be. So I'd say we've been trying to get ready for it for April, which was really short notice. Obviously, bear in mind the size of our website. But actually, as of yesterday, we did a release and we've managed to actually get a good score on all of the web core vitals. And again, that's only really possible because, the stakeholders believed in the value of that. And we actually, accredited resource to that from the development side of things. So, we're really focused on the main elements of speed. How does a page move around once you finish loading it? How heavy is the page? How long does it take to load? All those kind of things. And then, is it secure? Is it a good mobile experience? And there's actually a new section on Google Search Console, which is purely the page experience report now. So you can see like exactly where you're doing well, where you're doing poorly, and just really understand that at the end of the day, the user needs to have a good experience, and that content, like I said, will drive them there. But if they bounce off straight away, if they aren't able to access the content, if it doesn't load in time, I think it's like 2 seconds and Mexico bounce. And just essentially, try and best please the user essentially and minimize any kind of blockers to their ability to interact with your website.
Yeah, all good tips. And I think, it's as you say, I think all of these changes are in the interest of the end user ultimately. So they're all good things for everyone to be driving towards.
So from my side, it is something that I'm becoming increasingly aware about, but lucky for me, I've got on my team a brilliant digital designer who's liaising with an SEO agency called Kaomi, and they're working together to continuously improve the user experience on our website. So just yesterday, they're able to run some updates that improved our page load speed. We're at 97%. Aaron can probably validate if that's good. We're pretty excited at our end. So definitely less of my expertise, but definitely backed by a really good team. From my view, definitely the user experience on our website is in line with our SEO strategy.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's a fascinating area, and one that I think I'm really excited that UX and SEO are becoming more connected, and we're all working towards better experiences, not just on Google, but the onward journey as well.